Hey everyone, Ben75, and I'm back with a new video. And in this one, I'm going to be showing you my recent vinyl finds from the month of January. I've accumulated well over a dozen records, some of which I got from the mall, others I got from the record store, or a record store, I should say, and some other stuff I got from the mall. So this is going to be a three-part video. Not going to try and ramble on too much, say what I need to say, and yeah, so without further ado, let's begin the video. First record I'm going to show you is by InXS, and this is Kick. It's their 6th studio album from 1987, and I got this sealed. It's the gatefold version. I have another copy that's not the gatefold version. It's still in its shrink wrap, and I got that at a record show a few years back. I don't know exactly when, but it doesn't play that well. It skips in certain places, and so I was happy to have stumbled upon one that was in obviously much better shape, you know, because it was sealed, and it just feels like it's brand new, like I had gotten it from like all the new stuff. But yeah, this is considered to be their best album in their discography. Their previous album, Listen Like Thieves, was really the album that kind of broke the ice for them. This was like the one that kind of kicked the doors wide open, no pun intended. But when I say that, I mean like this is the album that features a ton of their hits. You know, like New Sensation, Devil Inside, Need You Tonight, Mediate, Wildlife, which is not a hit song, but is a great album track and one of my favorite songs off this album. Never Tear Us Apart, Mystify, you know, from beginning to end, just a great album. You know, great new wave, great rock, new wave, dance rock music. Just fantastic. Really happy to have that. A couple records from the Teardrop Explodes. This is Kilimanjaro. And this is their first album from 1980. And this is a 2019 reissue. And this is some great post-punk, new wave, neo-psychedelic rock music. Haha, I'm Drowning, Sleeping Gas, Treason, which is a you know, one of their most popular songs. Second Head, Reward, which is another popular song by them. Poppies in the Field, Went Crazy, Brave Boys Keep Their Promises, Bouncing Babies, Books, Thief of Baghdad, and When I Dream, which is a great closing track. A great neo-psychedelic song if I've ever heard one. Yeah, and Julian Cope is a great singer too. It also features a horn section, which is unique to post-punk bands because, you know, you don't really expect to hear that from, say, like, you know, a band like Joy Division, you know. You wouldn't find that on an album like Unknown Pleasures, that's for sure. But, I mean, this is just really, really good stuff, you know, just great album by them. Some more by the Teardrop Explodes. This is their second album, Wilder. This is not as good as Kilimanjaro, but still good listen. A little less post-punk, neo-psychedelic, more new wave. Still kind of has, I guess, maybe a little bit of that neo-psychedelic vibe to it, but it seems more like it's a new wave record through and through. Bent Out of Shape, Tiny Children, The Culture Bunker, Falling Down Around Me, Passionate Friend, which is a highlight off this album, great song as well. Colors Fly Away, Pure Joy, Seven Views of Jerusalem, The Great Dominions, Like Layla Khalid Said, and The Fighting Takes Over. Really happy to have this one as well. They're a great band, actually. And this one I'm really happy to have. And this is Gentle Giant, Playing the Fool. And this is a live album released in 1977 and recorded in the fall of 1976. Here's the gatefold. So they were touring in support of their album Interview. And top to bottom, this is just a fantastic live album. Such an underrated live album. Great music to be found on here. Songs like Just the Same, Proclamation, On Reflection, excerpts from Octopus, Funny Ways, The Runaway Experience, So Sincere, which features some great drumming from John Weathers. Freehand, Sweet Georgia Brown, Breakdown in Brussels, Peel the Paint, I Lost My Head medley. You know, Gentle Giant are such an underrated progressive rock band, and such talented musicians that were a part of this group, that were only around for 10 years. And yeah, such a great band. And I'm really happy to have this too, because it ties me over for now, because I still don't own any of their studio albums other than their last album and their second album on CD. So it's a good album to, you know, keep me satisfied. A couple garage psych albums. This is The Smoke. It's Smoke Time. It's a very good garage psych album. Their most popular song, or the one that is considered to be a highlight of this album, is My Friend Jack. But the whole album itself is really good. And it's pressed on 180 gram limited edition gray vinyl. And I'll show you what it looks like. It's very, very gorgeous gray vinyl. I was blown away at just how beautiful that looked. You know, I was expecting just like this traditional gray vinyl, but it's like marble, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It looks really nice when it's spinning, you know. I think of it as like you know, a treat for the eyes and the ears when you see, you know, colored vinyl spinning on the turntable. So yeah, this is a nice find. Some more garage psych. This is the 5-Day Week Straw People. And this is much heavier psych music to be found on this, you know, and it's also kind of a concept album of sorts. You know, this also was something that I had stumbled upon through just kind of flipping through all of the new reissues and just all the new releases and all that. And I had stumbled upon this, and I just kind of thought to myself, this looks interesting. When I looked at the hype sticker and it said listed as one of the records, 100 greatest psychedelic records featuring John Duquesne, Ex-Atomic Rooster, I knew I had to grab it because obviously it was a psychedelic rock, you know, garage rock album, and, you know, I figured I'd grab this, and it's a great album, you know, great album from beginning to end. Some really great stuff. So yeah, that's part one, and I'll be back with part two, so stay tuned. See you in a bit.